Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. What's the run? They're running it.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Broncos 0.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. They're on 22-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Hey, orbit.
Hey, here we go.
Let's go.
Now this time Locke will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On the ready.
45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third and long, it's Locke. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Mike 54. 55. 55. Check.
Roll out. Look at me. Zipper. 5. One set. Check Mike 54.
Minshew, first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Terrell Suggs. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Everyone's got 4 down. Kill. Turn.
Minshew sets to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Broncos nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
49, guys.
Hey, wahoo!
It's just me and you.
Block now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Grant. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So third and long, here's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, zoom. Zoom.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's a party now. Well, Mike's 49.
Now to the air, Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Ready to break. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
6-6, pull it high. Big air. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Shift.
Here's Locke. Rolling to his right. Gets it to Gordon. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 16, Locke eluding the pressure right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
We go set. 30 base.
Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side. 49. Check 49.
5.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're going with Lindsey, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Go. Protein spill.
Here we go. Back.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles, and the Rams have scored to move in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Recon, 132 fighter. And ready.
Fournette, a first down carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
Go. Switch. Hey, lock it. Check 24.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Block will try again on second down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Lock now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke, escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, set, 8, read. Watch the screen. Pass.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. They will run with Grant, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Lock going to throw. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back.